Hi everybody! So today I've decided to do a vlog instead of a normal blog post, and there's a really good reason behind it. I've got a little story to share with you all very shortly in a minute or two. So on the vlog today I want to kind of start a discussion really about being proud of ourselves and about embracing the bits of ourselves that we're not very keen on, that maybe we're ashamed of or embarrassed about or just really don't like, because we're all human and we all have little insecurities or little things about ourselves that we're just not feeling so confident about. Because I think it's really, really important. We are bamboozled with, with media and images and everybody telling us that we're not good enough, particularly women. We are bombarded with this stuff every single day. You only have to go onto the Daily Mail website or pick up a magazine, and the messages we get are that we're not attractive enough, we're not clever enough, we're not doing enough, and that we're failing in so many areas. And basically, it's just a load of bollocks, really. To put it bluntly, it's just a load of rubbish. And it's a way for marketeers and other people to make more money out of us and just make us feel rotten. And I hate it all. However, we are all human, and like I've just said, we all have those little bits of ourselves that we're not too keen on. But I want to share a little story with you now about me, and about something that I've been embarrassed about for quite some time, but how I've kind of realised recently that this thing that I'm embarrassed about actually could be one of my strengths, something that I probably should use more as a blogger, and something that I shouldn't be ashamed of, or well, I'm not ashamed of, but I shouldn't be embarrassed about, and I shouldn't feel bad about it, in the hope that it'll kind of inspire you all to embrace your flaws and embrace who you are and just own who we are. Let's stop having people tell us that we're not good enough, because it's rubbish. We're more than good enough. So my little story, okay, here we go. Right. As you may notice from doing this vlog, or as you may have noticed if you've met me in person, I have a strong northern accent. This is me. I'm from Rochdale originally, so that's where my accent came from. But I've lived in South Yorkshire in Barnsley for quite some years now, so my accent is kind of a merge of the two. People find it difficult to place me, but I have got a broad northern accent. Now, this accent of mine is something that I have been embarrassed about for quite some time, really, and I know it's pathetic. It truly is pathetic, but it's something that I've been conscious of, something that I've been aware of, something that I don't particularly like about myself. One of the few things that I've always been a bit, I'm not sure I like this. None of us like the sound of our own voices, I guess, which is natural. So it's always made me a little bit hesitant about doing things. And for example, whenever I have a professional meeting as a freelancer, I always kind of try and put on my posh voice and hope that people won't judge me for my northern accent. And I can't quite believe I'm telling you this. I'm actually embarrassed to tell you that I'm embarrassed about my voice, because it is pathetic. Of all the things to be, feeling bad about yourself, to be embarrassed or to feel bad about your voice is just really, really silly. But anyway, I'm keeping it real and I'm being honest, because that's what I try to be all about. So my accent has always been a little bit of not a sore point, but something that I've not been particularly proud of over the years. However, over the last few years, a number of people have mentioned my accent to me, and have brought it up in conversation. And this has happened more and more, I guess, kind of as I've become more prevalent online, and then I've met people or spoken to people, that it's kind of cropped up. So, for example, a few years ago, I did an interview with a female journalist for, I think it was Pregnancy and Baby magazine or something like that. And the journalist actually said to me, "Gosh, Katie, you really don't sound like I expected you to sound." Whatever that means. I'm not sure what that means. She was very lovely, so I don't think she was saying it in a horrible way at all. I meant anything horrible by it. And since then, the amount of people that have said these exact words to me It's just bonkers. So many people have said to me when they've met me face to face or they've spoken to me, Katie, you sound nothing like I expected you to sound. And I'm not quite sure what is meant by this. I don't think anybody's been particularly horrible about my accent. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe they were. But I think it could be that perhaps my accent, because it's a northern accent, I'm hoping that people think I'm warmer or friendlier or more approachable than perhaps they'd thought I was. That's what I'm taking from it. So my point is that this accent of mine, which is a strong northern accent and which I've always been conscious of and a little bit embarrassed about at times, actually seems to be one of the things that people really like about me, that people find unusual or interesting or hopefully something that they warm to about me. And it really got me thinking, how many times have I, see, there's the accent again, have I said no to something or felt conscious or aware of my accent, which would have prevented me from doing something or doing something incredibly well. So I've decided that I'm going to do more of this kind of stuff. I'm going to do more vlogs, and I've also got some plans to kick off a podcast series within the next couple of months, because it's something I've wanted to do for ages. I've been uncertain about doing it and unsure, but after more recent comments about this accent of mine, I've decided I need to give it a go, because this accent is part of who I am. This accent is my background. It represents where I'm from. I'm a northern working class girl who's trying to carve out an interesting, fulfilling, an exciting life for herself, and just to be the best person, the best woman that I can be, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's not about any of us trying to be somebody else. It's about trying to be the best version of who we are. And I think possibly because I've, tried to put on a posher voice in meetings, or I've not done things that I wanted to do because I've been conscious of this voice of mine, well, it's just so silly, because it does seem to be something that people like and people warm to. So I'm going to do more of it. And what I've learned from this is that how important it is for all of us to really embrace the bits of ourselves that we don't like. We all have areas that we're not keen on. We all have areas that we wish we could change with a magic wand. And whilst it's very difficult to love these things about ourselves, so I'm not saying I love my accent, because I don't love it. I wish I had a different accent, but I am now beginning to appreciate the accent that I have and realise that actually it's not something to be embarrassed about at all. And it's actually something that I need to embrace and accept and be grateful for. So there we are. That's what I'm going to try and do with this northern accent, these northern twangs of mine. And I hope it will encourage you to do the same. So maybe you're embarrassed about your height or your weight or your hair or your voice like me or the way you walk. I don't know, whatever it is, it's time to stop. Stop and start appreciating it and listen to the kind things that other people say about you, because we're all so good at hearing the negative, and we're all so good at feeling that we're not good enough, but it's about time we realised that we really, really are. So there we go, my thought for today. So do let me know what you think about these northern twangs of mine. Do they put you off from listening? Do you think, oh my God, I can't stand this woman's voice? Do let me know. Obviously be kind in your comments if you do. But let me know, and also please let me know if there's any areas about you that you've been embarrassed about or ashamed of, but that you're beginning to love and accept, or perhaps that someone else has made you realise that you should love or accept these parts of yourself. I would love to hear about them. Okay, thank you very much for tuning in, and I will be back with another vlog very soon. Okay, take care everybody. Thank you for tuning in again. Goodbye.